On your behalf, I would like to pay tribute to three groups of people. First of all, the Sharabi family. I'm privileged to host so many special meetings and events in our home, but I'll never forget a meeting on the 7th of November 2023, exactly 1 month after 7th of October, when Sharon Sharabi came to see me on his first visit to the UK. And together, we tried to think of what could be done for the sake of his two brothers in captivity. And there I saw a most extraordinary person in a state of deep grief and worry. He was living and breathing every moment this tragedy in his life, and yet he was absolutely determined to do whatever he could. And this morning, Sharon came back to my home, but this time with Eli, and it was a very special Shechiana moment. And together with Steve and other members of the family, they've just been an incredible inspiration. I visited Kibbutz Be'eri a few months after the outbreak of war, and I stood outside the Sharabi family home to see the state of utter destruction in front of one, and to appreciate the depths of evil that took place then and which could happen again. It was something I recommend that all of us should do. Visit the south of Israel, see for yourselves the threat that was there then and which continues to be posed not just against the Jews of the world, but all of our civilization. And then on the 5th of December last year, there was the most wonderful Haknasat Sefer Torah in the Hampstead Garden Suburb community in the home of Rabbi and Rebbetzin Levine. And there I met other members of the Sharabi family who had come from Israel specially, in the midst of their grief and their trauma, people of incredible humility, outstanding Goethe Neshamas, warm, friendly, appreciative, wonderful people. No wonder, therefore, that Eli, who's a member of this family, is such an extraordinary person. So to the Sharabi family, thank you very much for your ongoing inspiration. Second group of people, our British Jewish community. Ever since 7th of October, we have shown such incredible solidarity, beyond prayers, to be there with Israel, for on behalf of the hostages. Just this evening, on my way into Shul, I saw so many people who I know have given whatever they can for the sake of the hostages in their support for Israel. The altruism, the proactive activities, everything that is going on is something we can be immensely proud of, and a true and wonderful example of all this is, of course, Annabelle Sheldon. Annabelle, you're an Eshet Chayil. The way in which since 7th of October you have literally devoted your life to the Sharabi family and to others. Just giving of yourself, together with your family and together with a great team of friends who are with you all the time. I must tell you, for me, you're an incredible inspiration, and so too you are for absolutely all of us. We've got so many wonderful organizations within our community supporting Israel during these dark and challenging times. One of which, of course, is the UJIA hosting this evening's event under the marvelous and wonderful leadership of Noiya, and also thank you so much to Louise for being the interviewer this evening, the president of UJIA. And the United Synagogue has partnered with UJIA to prepare and to stage this event, a natural partner. Ever since 7th of October, what's happening in Israel has been right at the heart of our very existence within the United Synagogue. Not just through prayers, not just through rabbi sermons and shiurim and lectures and special events, but in a proactive way, doing whatever we can for Israel and for the hostages. Within the United Synagogue, we are proud to be supporters of Medinat Yisrael. And tomorrow night, we'll be weeping together with the rest of the Jewish world on Yom HaZikaron, and the following night, we'll be celebrating the 77th Yom HaAtzmaut of the State of Israel. I'd like to pay tribute to are people who have been personally affected through the events of the 7th of October. Within our UK Jewish community, we have a good number of people who lost immediate relatives, people, some of whom are here this evening, who have had family members in captivity, who've suffered an awful ordeal, and who continue to go through a life filled with trauma. And I'm so proud of all of these people who are part of the Jewish community of Britain. In my personal encounters with you, I found you to be so inspirational under the most trying of circumstances. And when it comes to people who have been involved and who have been affected, of course, there is one person above all whom we thank this evening, and that is our guest, Eli Sharabi. Eli, earlier today you said to me, I'm just a simple, ordinary person. I hate being in the limelight. I just want to get on with my life. However, you're pushing yourself. I don't know how you kept yourself together. Most of us here in the audience couldn't. But you're absolutely determined. You're on a mission to ensure that the rest of the hostages will come home swiftly and safely. For the sake of your friends whom you met and others, you're going around the world to see world leaders addressing the United Nations Security Council. You've come here specially this evening in order to give a message and to inspire us to be your partners. And I want you to rest assured, we're absolutely your partners. We're with you all the way. You were in captivity for 491 days. In Hebrew lettering, 491 is Tav Tzadik Aleph, the word Tetzeh, to leave, to depart, to gain one's freedom. And that is our prayer for the rest of the hostages. In a most extraordinary way, together with the misery, the pain, the suffering, the anguish, the hunger that you have gone through, that you described so vividly, you also expressed hope. And you told us you are a person who wants to move forward. And so too with the Jewish people. Having gone through so much suffering, we are determined to move forward. Please God, in peace and happiness, well into the future. Eli, we pledge not to let you down. We're here to do whatever we can to continue our work for the sake of the hostages. May Almighty God bless them, please God, so that in the same way we've celebrated your freedom tonight, so may we celebrate the freedom of them all. Am Yisrael Chai.